Okay, hi Pa, how you doing?
I'm good.
Last week we talked about two topics, bullying and school requirement.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So today we're going to focus on some school requirement for Tuesday and Thursday, and then the final week we will work on bullying. How can you do bullying? What can you do to solve bullying? Where can you go get help? Okay.
Okay.
But for this weekend we're going to focus on school requirements since you'll be graduating soon in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To go to high school. Okay. Now, since you'll be attending Columbo High School, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I just went to the school website and I was able to print out the school requirement graduation. So these are what you'll be looking at. Did you ever get this information in the school?
I think so.
You did or you didn't?
Well, I don't know. I forgot.
Oh, you forgot? What's it? Now, in order to graduate from high school, starting next year, you need at least 23.5 credit that needed to graduate.
Yeah.
So it means the 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 4 years of science, 4 years of social studies, 2 years of world languages, 2 years of art and humanities, 2 years elective, and then 1.5 health and physical education.
Okay.
Okay, so what language do you plan to take?
I plan to take Spanish.
Are you doing Spanish 1, Spanish 2, or are you doing Spanish with another language?
Oh. When there's this sheet I filled out, I picked Spanish first,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's another one that says if you want to learn Chinese, I'll put that last.
Are you put on Chinese class? Do you want anyone in your family speak Chinese? I can help you with that language?
No.
No. So why did you pick Chinese?
Well, it's more difficult,
Okay.
and not that many people around here use that language.
Well, actually, there's a lot of people use Spanish and Chinese these days.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that by picking Spanish and Chinese will open more doors because there's so many people come from other countries, but the language Spanish and Chinese are more popular in the city.
Okay.
So how about two elective? Did you pick anything for your elective?
I didn't hear about this yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think that could be music or art class or instrument.
I pick art.
Are you pick arts? Are you planning to take up bands or engineering classes when you're in high school?
No.
No? Okay, how about are you planning to do some sports?
Yeah, maybe.
What sport are you interested in?
I'm interested in basketball.
In basketball? Okay, but you know it's very important that you gotta pass all this credit with a C in order to graduate.
Okay.
But then they also have something new that we talked about last week. Did you hear about Keystone testing?
Yes.
So what is Keystone testing that you know of?
Well, I know that you have to pass it in order to graduate high school.
Okay, well, what subject do you need to pass?
I think math and reading.
Well, it says right here you need to be proficiency in algebra 1, literature and biology, Keystone exam to graduate.
Okay.
Okay, so what should you do in order to prepare for those tests, for those big exams?
I will first learn the subject and then study it. And I will keep doing it until I memorize all the subjects.
Okay, so now when are you going to open house?
I don't know.
I think it's to be somewhere in August, July, August is the open house.
Okay.
July and August. So when you do go there, get all the information you need, see your counselor, get to know the school, and then I believe that also you have a big senior project that you gotta do, and then you gotta do community service hours on top of your exams and your grades.
Okay.
So it's like so what you plan to do this summer?
I will study and meet some friends.
How old will you be this summer?
Well, I just turned 14.
Okay, do you plan to work?
I don't know. I don't know what job to get yet.
Well, see, what you can do is one good thing about Fairleigh is that they have summer jobs. All you gotta do is you need to go apply. There's a lot of agencies. There were a lot of agencies in Philly that will give jobs to someone like you. That could be your interest in what you plan to be when you grow up.
I want to be an engineer.
Engineer, so you can try and find a job in that field. There are a lot of because I know when I was your age, I was wanting to become a nurse. So I went to this agency, and then they signed me up to work in a hospital. But then you go, once they find a placement for you, you just need to get a working paper.
Okay.
And then so that you can get free counselor next school year if you're interested in working.
Okay.
Just you look into that. It's work, and they pay you.
Yeah.
So it's a very great experience of doing that. So here what I have in front of me is 3 papers, right? And for you to, this is outline when you go without what you can accomplish. And so this will give you a clear idea on what you need to do. Like there's a goal organizer, the 5 W's and H. So can you read the first one? What is that?
It says, where will I work on my goal?
Okay, and then the next question.
Who will help me reach my goal?
Okay, and then
What my goal is? When will I achieve my goal? Why is this goal important to me? And how will I reach my goal?
So if you want, we can do this orally right now while speaking, and you can fill in as you go. And then these 2 papers, for example, what are these? These are my goals. You can write here, this you can take home with you. And you can do it and bring back to me on Thursday when we meet again for 15 minutes. And you can write down what you're good at and what you need to work on. So now on this box where I say what you need to work on, then you need to put down what you can. How can you do to improve what you need to work on?
Okay.
Okay? And then who will help you to work on that weakness of yours? What are you good at? Okay? And then you can do it down. Okay?
Okay.
So it's like, and this is another one where I say my 3 big goals. Like what your academic goal is. You know what an academic is?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like, I don't know, I think it involves something about school.
Yes, like your subject studies, like your reading, math, biology, social studies. It's all your major subject, okay?
Yeah.
And what will you do to achieve this goal, and why is this goal important to you? And then what the work habit are. Do you know what the work habit mean?
Something that can mess you up. Things like, well, there are good habits and bad habits. Like, I think it's things that you do over again.
Okay, something that is work habit is it depends on how you. Some people can be really lazy. Some people put things off the last minute. For example, the paper due tomorrow, they wait the night before that, and then they do the paper. That means so there's one always on task, always so stay on top of what they need to do. Have homework habit.
Yeah.
So then you gotta tell me what is your work habit.
Okay.
So do you consider someone being lazy, or you consider someone who will put things off last minute, or you will try to study hard and some on time and on time?
Okay.
Okay, so that's what it is. Want to leave this one? So what is that question?
What I would do to achieve this goal?
Yeah, so you got to write down, make a list 1, 2, 3, what you need to do, and then you write down what important as number 1, then the second goal, number 2, and then the 3. Just give me 3, okay?
Okay.
And then you got to write down why these 3 goals are so important to you,
Okay.
okay? And then who can help you to achieve the 3 goals you mentioned on here,
Yeah.
okay? And then what do you do to achieve?
Yeah.
It's the same question, okay?
Okay.
So it's like, did anything new from last week?
I learned some new math,
What did you learn?
geometry,
Do you like geometry?
a little bit.
Some more theories and theorems and,
Well, you have to find volume and area.
are you didn't learn the theories yet, or the theorems of each and every, you kind of determine the angles, how to find the angles, of like what theorem would you use?
Yeah, I learned that already.
You know? Did you do well on it?
Yeah.
I hate geometry, so good that you do better than me. So is there any question you want to ask me?
No.
Is there anyone you talk about? How's school this week?
It's very good.
Any issues in school?
No issues.
So has your parents talked to you about what you're going to want to do once you graduate from high high school?
They plan everything out first. They said like when I have to do good in school, start thinking about my future
Mm-hmm.
and do good in school. That's it.
How did you feel while you working? Did they let you hang out with your friends?
Well, I stay inside the house all the time.
Why is that?
They don't want me to get into trouble.
Like,
Like when you're walking down the street, like strangers always come by you. They don't know if that stranger is bad or not.
okay. So who do you hang out with when you, do you hang out with anyone from school or do you have friends?
Yeah, I have friends.
So if your parents don't let you come out, how can you get together with your friends?
Well, I talk to them online.
Is that online?
Yeah.
So how, is that good or that bad?
Well, it's kind of bad because we don't walk around the block or anything.
Because you need a social skill.
Yeah.
Social skill is very important when you start in a room when you have to go to work, when you have to deal with people during the day, but you stay in the house all day long. It's not going to be good for you, but then because you don't know how people attitude, how people behave, how the way they think, because all you do is sit in front of the computer and talking to them. You text them or you talk on the computer?
I text.
You text mostly?
Yeah.
So how that helps you with your social skill?
Well, I just talk about what I did in school, stuff like that.
Do you ever talk to your parents about what you do in school?
No.
Why is that?
It's nothing exciting.
I understand. Do they ever ask you what's going on in school? Do they spend time with you to ask you what's going on in school? Or they just go to work, come home, then they just cook dinner, and then they just all go to school?
Well, they do ask me how's school, I get the same answer, good.
Okay, and you don't say anything else? Did they know you were bullied from the beginning of school yet?
Yeah.
And have they ever tried to come to school and see the counselors or talk to the teachers about it?
They just told me to ignore them.
See, that's one thing I disagree. So we're going to talk about bullying, how to handle bullying, in next week when we meet again for 2 days.
Okay.
We can go over that, and then, but how long have you been in America?
10 years.
So how old were you when you came to America?
I was 4.
It was 4.
When I came, I turned 5.
You turned 5, you started kindergarten?
Yeah.
So you know English when you were then?
All I know is good night and goodbye.
Oh, that's it. That's all you need, huh? But, so, I know you're from, so pretty much you were born, even you were born here, you were raised in America.
Yeah.
So, I know Asian parents are very strict with their rules.
Yeah.
So how does that affect you by being, for the cultures and but yet you're trying to be a South
Well,
American, grown up in America?
well, I can't go out. What's more? I can't use the stove.
Why not?
Like, baking, I might get the house on fire.
Ah,
And I can't go too far when I'm walking home. Like, I can't go to my friend's house.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Then how you feel about that?
bored.
Or do you get upset then?
Yeah, I get upset.
So you have to tell your parents, and I know you still being a child, you need to have that time being a child.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that when you have to be inflicted with your cultures and your parents' cultures, and then you want to be growing up in America, 2 different cultures, so how you handle it?
I just feel mad. Well, when they told me about that, I just leave it alone. I just don't talk about it.
Do you think that considered good?
No.
Then I think it's why don't you sit down with your parents and say that, understandable that they come from different cultures, but you're here, you need to experience more things. I think by them keeping inside the house all alone, it's not helping you.
Well, I talked to them about it. They just told me the same thing.
And what did they tell you?
It's just say the same rules again all over. There's this one time when I was hanging around on my block for like an hour, and then next week I got sick. They say, you should have listened to us, you should have listened to our rules. That's why you're sick now.
Yeah, but you need to hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
So that's not good either.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next time if we have a meet again, maybe get your parents to come in here and we sit down, because I think social skills are very important. especially someone your age. You don't have that now. So now you don't have that now, you're gonna have a lot of issues when you're growing up. You really will.
Okay.
So why don't you try and go ahead and talk with your parents again about that issue, and then if you want us to come in, invite your parents to come in, we can do that too. But again, so if you can go ahead and do this worksheet for me, and we meet again on Thursday, and we can go over it, and then we can talk about your goals, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks for coming down,
Okay, thank you.
okay? So I'll see you again next week,
Okay.
okay? Very good.